open invite, come try ringette kind of thing. And all I got, obviously I don't remember because I was very young, I think I was 5 learning how to skate. That was the goal of the sport actually, is to get into skating. And then after the one practice or the one tryout, whatever, I asked when was the next session. And honestly, it just never stopped from there. It just continued, signed up, and then I'm 26 years old, probably in my 20th season. So I'd say it was a good start. I love sport, especially for women, because I feel like it develops like a confident level, like at a very young age. And I think that's something that is just tremendous to develop, especially at a young teenage year that can be a part of.
Oh, okay.
There's so much talk around it, so I don't need to elaborate, but I just love the community, the aspect of having teammates, having friends.
Eh bien, bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à ce... Okay.
You're passionate, so just to transfer that to sports is just a perfect mix of things.
The Canadian Ringette Championships are proudly supported by Penalties Performance. Thank you to all our partners for supporting Ringette in Canada.
Hi everybody at home, and welcome to this gold medal final in U19 AA category. We're here in Gatineau, Quebec, sur la belle glace ici du junior majeur. 2 équipes qui s'affrontent aujourd'hui, les Cyclones et Zone 2 Blaze. Nous allons parler dans les 2 langues officielles du pays, anglais-français. Je voudrais vous présenter à mon associé, Emily. Emily, how's it going?
Excellent, Louis. We've had a wonderful Saturday full of ringette so far, and we're excited about this Alberta versus Quebec mashup here.
Oh yeah, Zone 2 that had a great tournament up until now, and the Cyclones, which we were talking a little bit earlier, Emily, a very, very young team, U16 that came up, so a very young U19, AA team. They're going to have a great future in front of them. So to be here already in the finals for this young team is going to be really, really nice to see. Fait que, on peut voir ici de chaque côté comment est-ce que les équipes se sont rendues là. Zone 2 qui ont défait l'équipe Québec. Et pour se rendre à la grande finale, Québec qui a battu l'Alberta. Donc, 2 parcours pour les 2 équipes du Québec ici contre les équipes de l'Alberta. Donc, un beau parcours, 2 puissances. J'ai bien hâte de voir qui sera les gardiennes partantes des 2 côtés. So, Emily, we're talking a bit earlier on how a big place like this can be intimidating for young players. We were just watching the NRL game before us, and those players are used to playing in big stadiums. But for young kids like this, it's intimidating, and I mean they have to control their emotions, and it's a lot of new stuff for these young players.
Absolutely. There's a lot of pressure in these games just generally, and then to be in a space so large and full of excited fans is definitely a new experience for a lot of these athletes, but some of them have been in these types of tournaments before, so they'll be the ones to kind of lean on for that reassurance as this gold medal game starts up. And this game is actually sponsored today. We're giving a big shout out to our game sponsor, Mel Thomas Performance. Founded by Mel Thomas, this elite skating and performance training program combines her deep ringette expertise with a passion for teaching. Her intuitive coaching helps athletes sharpen their skills, boost confidence, and take their game to the next level. So thank you, Mel Thomas Performance, for supporting these athletes and the future of ringette. And now we'll get to the national anthems.
Canada, terre de nos aïeux, ton front est saint de fleurs en glorieux, car ton bras
des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Donc, nous nous préparons pour ce début de match tant attendu. Ce sera le dernier match du tournoi. On va y aller ensuite avec les cérémonies de clôture, la remise des trophées et des lignes d'étoiles. Donc, dans les buts pour Québec, le numéro 14, Anaïs Lamotte. And for Zone 2, the goalie, number 31, Locke. Donc, on est ici au cercle de mise en jeu, team des Cyclones, avec l'anneau. Lambert, regarde qui passait. Longue passe profonde dans le territoire, bien bloqué ici par la défense. C'est récupéré aussitôt au cercle de mise en jeu. On passe à nous. Une autre passe coupée. So we got stoppage of play here, and we two players with the stick in the ring. C'est Lotte avec l'anneau. Remet derrière elle. À Rice. Rice passe aussi rapidement à Schwarzenberger. Intercepté ici par les Cyclones. On repart aussitôt. Lambert. On traverse la ligne. Le numéro 48, Drouin. Belle passe ici à la fille de coin. Un tir. Oh! Lotte qui s'était compromis, mais a bien pu récupérer. Lotte qui a un excellent parcours jusqu'à maintenant dans le tournoi. And we got a stoppage of play here. Great save here from Lotte. Player was really well placed on the side of the net, Emily, and great movement.
Yeah, an early opportunity there to kickstart things in this all-important gold medal final.
Donc, on recommence au cercle de mise en jeu ici. Team Québec. Non, pas Team Québec. Les Cyclones. Je vais prendre un instant pour remercier mon partenaire de toutes les divisions, Christian Jarry. Merci, Chris. Belle complicité, toi puis moi. Je vais m'ennuyer de toi. Donc, derrière le filet, le numéro 21, Goalie. Ici, c'est les Cyclones avec l'anneau. Circule bien ici. Regarde à qui passer, là. C'est repris. On fait en l'air. Toujours la bataille ici dans le coin. Les arbitres gardent un œil sur le jeu. C'est repris par Simard. Remis aussitôt à Drolet. Drolet sort du coin. Il y a des jambes fraîches ici qui embarquent pour les Cyclones sur la glace. Il n'a pas traversé le centre de la glace pour l'instant. Belle pression des Cyclones. Un autre gros arrêt de Lotte. C'est récupéré aussitôt. On a un reset. Boucher avec l'anneau. Il va du ravers. Un tir. Oh! L'anneau qui a l'arrêt partiel ici de Lotte, là. Tanguay. Longue passe. Le long de la rampe. C'est repris ici. On laisse derrière. Donc 81. Oh, un laser. On rate le filet. On est rendu à 18 secondes au shot clock. Boucher. Toujours avec l'anneau. À Tanguay. Tanguay défonce. Bel arrêt. On va avoir une punition à retardement ici, là. Pression derrière le filet. So the goalie is going, and we got a delayed penalty here against Zone 2 Blaze. So we can see Emily here, the great save.
Well, she just had a ton of speed coming into the zone. Kept her feet moving, cut through all the traffic, and just looked for that net front shot. But Lot had it, no problem. Really good first effort from Team Quebec here.
Team Quebec, that's putting a lot of pressure at this beginning of this period there. They're trying to show Zone 2 who's the boss here today. Nice shot here, stopped by Lott. Going back the other way, middle of the ice. Intercepted by Bolduc. Bolduc shot blocked by the defense of Zone 2. Caught back by number 8, Monroe. Battling here in the corner. Monroe with the ring, loses it to number 22, La Rochelle. La Rochelle with the ring. 26 seconds on the shot clock. It's always 0-0, Emily, here at Gatineau. Great pressure from Quebec early on in this game. Québec toujours en possession. On circule rapidement, on laisse derrière. On ferme bien le triangle ici. Des tirs de périphérie que la gardienne Lotte réussit facilement à arrêter. So we're going back with Monroe in the center of the ice, looking to do the pass. Finds Rice. Rice is one of the big scorers for Zone 2 Blaze. Like we can see here, the way she just walked in right through the Quebec's defense, Emily, and first save of Lamotte.
Really great speed from Rice there. I was talking earlier about the Cyclones in the zone using the speed to get to the net, but Rice just cut all the way through, didn't stop her feet from moving, and cut through the center and the defense, which can be quite challenging from that wraparound angle around the net, finding enough space to be able to do that and not walk into the crease. But she had a really great look there and gave an opportunity for a team early here.
Well, I like to see sometimes, you know, when you look at hockey games, they can time how many minutes a player is on the ice. Last time we saw Rice play, she was non-stop on the ice, deserving her hard-earned check.
Of $0.
Of $0. Just smiles and memories. Donc on part ici avec zone 2. Nice pivot here from Galanti. We're going to have a penalty against Quebec, so we're going to be playing on some 4-on-4 or 5-on-4 because the penalty is just finishing right here. So Piggin that's getting back on the ice, and we touched the ring, Tanguy, and there's going to be a penalty here, Emily.
This will be a first opportunity here for Zone 2 to really take advantage of this power play, and this is where they'll want to make sure that they're focused on the offense, settling into their game. There can be a lot of nerves early in this first quarter in the finals. I've been there myself, and you really just have to focus on the game itself, knowing that you know how to play the game and sticking to what you've done successfully all season.
Donc ici, zone 2, un tir de loin dévié du côté gauche de Lamotte. Toujours zone 2 avec l'anneau. Passe ici à fille de coin, on part le cycle. Isley qui remet au numéro 4, Mullen. Mullen, belle passe devant le filet, dévié. Pression ici, on a passé dans le cercle, ça déraille à la gardienne. Donc Lamotte, remise dans le coin. Le numéro 63, Lambert. Lambert pivote, prend son temps ici. Regarde ses options, belle pression ici de Mullen. Un tir de loin arrêté par la gardienne Lotte. Lotte remet dans le coin de la bande. Toujours 0-0 la marque ici à Gatineau. C'est repris par le capitaine. Oh, longue passe ici. On a failli avoir un échappé de la part de Galandi. Galandi with the ring. Almost had a breakaway here. Back to number 5. Zone 2. Oh, deviated in front of the net. Hard save here from the goalie Lamotte. Working hard. 46 seconds left at the penalty. Zone 2 that's putting a lot of pressure on the defense of team of Cyclones. Sorry for people at home that I'm putting Team Quebec. I'm getting mixed up a bit, but it's the Cyclones. So number 6, nice pass here in the corner to number 5, Piggin. Piggin with the ring. Shots from far away. Nice pad save by Lamotte. Lamotte gives back quickly to Tivierge. Tivierge perd l'anneau. C'est repris par Bolduc. Bolduc qui remet à Gagnon. Gagnon devant le filet, un tir. Oh, quel bel arrêt ici. Bel arrêt de la gobe de Lotte. C'est repris par Gagnon. Gagnon fonce devant le filet. Accroché ici, on trébuche. Aucune punition. Récupéré par le numéro 5, Piggin. Piggin passes in the middle of the ice. Coming back. Long pass here to number 2, Rice. Rice, we'll see that player off and on the ice. Rice with the ring. Got fresh legs on the ice here. Rice looking at all her options. Going in quickly. So we got a reset on this. So it's intercepted by Team Quebec. Québec qui repart avec l'anneau aussitôt. Donc passe transverse ici. Québec revient sur ses pas. On cherche, on écoule des secondes précieuses ici pour relancer l'attaque de Québec. À relais passe bien coupé ici par zone 2. Rice. Vous avez deux bouts de la glace. Passe coupé ici. Rice avec l'anneau. Rice passes back. The Monroe here battle. That's won by Quebec. Quebec, Boucher gives back the ring to her defense. Back to Boucher. Boucher. Nice long pass here. 2-on-1 shots. Nice save from Lott. Love the position that Lott's having in her net. Very forward in her net. So that's a goalie that has a lot of confidence. Usually when the goalie is often a little bit stressed or not as sure, often deep in her net, but a lot, great position.
Now that'll be a major penalty just
4
called
minutes
right there.
here.
Yep. Major penalty, major body contact to number 78, Kellyanne Boucher.
So, on va jouer un 5 contre 4 ici pendant 4 minutes. So, number 5, Piggin with the ring, taking her time. We got a lot of time to install herself here on zone 2. So, to number 6, Coaster looking, crashing the net, intercepted by, we touched the ring on the goalie side, so it goes back to the goalie, Lamotte. Lamotte with the ring, loses it. Big battle here. So it'll be possession.
So this will be the body contact here. Tough taking a 4-minute penalty in a gold medal final.
Oh, yeah.
If zone 2 scores off of this, you are still in the box, and that's a lonely 4 minutes in the box as well.
Donc on passe ici à Rice. Rice qui va avoir beaucoup de temps de glace dans ce match. Rice, une joueuse de petite stature, mais très, très habile. Ah! Tout un tir ici de fille postulée à la fille de coin. On frappe les deux poteaux, il s'en rentre là. I'm anxious to see Emily on the replay here. He hit both posts. I mean, the referee was right there. I'm anxious to see the replay on this one. It was a rocket shot by Cowley, and it's 1-0. And like we were saying a little bit earlier on, we still got 3 minutes left on the power play.
Yeah, it looks like it was post to post in. Just a really heads-up shot there, and that goal brought to you by our friends at Hertz Car Rentals. Hit the road to victory with reliable car rentals for all your travel needs.
Donc on repart ici avec les Cyclones à désavantage numérique. La marque 1-0 maintenant, tout un tir de filles de coin de zone 2. Bel arrêt de Lott une fois de plus. Là. On remet derrière at Piggins. Piggin with the ring in the center of the ice. Nice entry here by Galandi. Galandi that's giving back to Piggin. Piggin, oh, tough save here by Quebec's goalie Lamotte. Bounces in front. It's back to zone 2. Alberta with the ring. Rice once again with the ring. He's going through. Nice backhanded shot. Québec qui prend l'anneau. Lance profond dans le territoire. C'est repris par la joueuse de Québec. Un tir du revers. Bel arrêt ici de Lott. Les joueuses ont le bâton dans l'anneau. We're going to have a stoppage of play here.
Now, I didn't love that play where the Cyclones decided to take the ring and dump it down from their own zone, just flinging it into the air. This game of possession, and that's the #1 thing that you want to be thinking about as you're making decisions on your passes. Now, it worked out in that particular instance, but that's going to be something they're going to have to watch as they progress through this game.
Oh, what a hard shot, and we went right for the rebound here with Bolduc. The goalie's keeping it.
Lott just strong on that post. Wasn't going to let that one slide in, but we'll get one of those rare free passes in their own zone. We'll see how the coverage looks from the Cyclones. Sometimes you'll take the goalie. It depends how you want to set this up, if it's more of a zone situation, but
great shot here, and you can see Bolduc that batted the ring in midair.
Lott with her pad. Great positioning there.
So 0.8 seconds. What's going on in the league?
I don't know.
It can be a timeout at 0.8 seconds there.
No.
I mean, maybe
No,
not.
I think they're probably fixing the clock, is what it looks like. This is just the end of the period. That'll be it. So the end of the first. We've got one goal, and that came from Cowley on that short post there. Pass from Rice, who you mentioned earlier, Louis, is getting a lot of ice time in these other games. And you can tell she's got a lot of speed, but Cowley just perfectly placed on the post.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to put yourself too close to the goal line when you're down in that position, because then it takes away your angles, basically. But you want to be close enough and more down low that you sneak behind the triangle, essentially. You want to make sure that that third defense doesn't see where you are. And oftentimes that does work, and that's what we were talking in the NRL game about, how you want to be communicating with your team. And the forward on the line who's waiting for something to happen in their defensive zone is responsible generally for saying, hey, there's someone behind you, so that the defense can also have their heads on a swivel but know what's going on in support with the forward. So lots of, even though it's the ring will be in the defensive zone, there is a role for the forwards to play, especially that low forward if you're playing a high-low forward system, which most of these teams appear to be doing at this point.
There's a lot of people in the stands here. It's maybe sometimes on TV, back at home, you'll say there's a lot of people, but everybody's in the upper decks because we've got really a great view up here. So a lot of people for this gold medal final here.
Now, we talked in other games that this is also a national championships, not only for the teams, but for the referees themselves. They've worked really hard for many years to get to this place, and those that work these games on Saturday are hand-selected, and they don't know if they're going to do a medal game or not till the night before. And so we're supported in today's gold championships with the U19s by Laura Hickling and Marjorie Legros.
Yeah, Marjorie Legros, referee from Legros en français.
I'm from Alberta.
Yeah, it's okay. Donc,
I try my best.
Donc on part ici zone 2 with the ring, always on the power play here for another minute and 30 seconds. To number 16, backhand shot, easy save from Lamotte. Back in the corner, battling here. Gagnon with the ring is trying to restart the offense. Mauvais dégagement ici des Cyclones, récupéré par le numéro 12, Monroe. Monroe, longue passe en plein milieu de la glace. C'est repris ici par le numéro 6. Zone 2, on s'installe tranquillement, pas vite. Il reste 52 secondes. À l'avantage numérique, le passe ici au numéro 4. Oh, on a une collision ici en plein milieu de la glace. Il va avoir une punition. Oh. Always hard to see, Emily, when two players go in collision, but the penalty is going to go to Cyclones.
There'll be a 3-on-2 opportunity here in the zone, which is something I've been saying over the week is Emily's favorite ringette play. Because Emily's a forward and loves a 3-on-2, because that 4-minute penalty is still on the board, and so Cyclones will have 2 in the box, where in those situations in ringette, you're only allowed 2 in the zone, so we'll see the 3-on-2 setup here.
Donc, en double avantage numérique, ici, on va y aller avec zone 2. Oh, on feinte un beau back ici, réussi. Je disais le numéro 16. Se passe l'anneau, fille de coin. Beau déplacement ici de la gardienne Lamotte, là. Derrière le filet, revient à Lamotte. Lamotte, une remise dangereuse, interceptée par zone 2. Zone 2 here, that's keeping it in the zone. Amot's moving well, but will she be able to hold on for the next 12 seconds? Laser shot, missing the net. Back to Galandi. Galandi, one-timer shot, misses the net. Doing some little cycle here. Back to Cowley. Cowley, block shot back. Nice blocker save from Lamotte. C'est repris par le Québec, derrière le filet. On passe aussitôt à Messonero. Excusez-moi pour le monde de Québec que je déforme des mots parfois. C'est repris ici Québec avec un bon push. Là. On est quand même en avantage numérique pour zone 2 pendant 45 secondes, mais Québec qui réussit à s'installer. We're losing precious seconds on zone 2's power play here, Emily. Nice shot by La Rochelle. Another hard shot here. We're going all in a lot. That's been not having too much action in the last few minutes here, but it's coming back to zone 2 with the ring in the middle of the ice. Long pass on the boards to Rice. Rice. Hard shot here, blocked by the defense of the Cyclones. On the boards here. Piggin, a lot of pressure. Oh, see this little trick play between the legs?
You see that a lot from Team Finland. Quite impressive.
Yeah, that was a nice little play here. Rice crashing the net, didn't pass between the Quebec defense. Repris par les Cyclones. Cyclones vont essayer de générer quelque chose. Ici, on est revenu à du 5 contre 5 seul devant le filet. Un tir. Bel arrêt du bouclier de la gardienne Lotte. Belle percée. This was a great zone entrance by Team Quebec. An awesome save. Blocker saved by Lotte. Keeps the score just a 1-goal difference.
Well, Alexia Morin had a really great skate into the zone, like you said, Louis. She just had an opening, but that pass that made it to her, right onto her stick, she had some space in front of the net. Just a really good heads-up read from her partner as well, and keeping the possession for the Cyclones as they look to tie things up here.
Tanguay avec l'anneau. Regarde ses options ici, on laisse derrière. Au numéro 61, Lazare qui rate le filet. On cherchait le reset ici. Oh, faire attention aux punitions ici du côté des Cyclones. Repris par le numéro 81, Sanson. Sanson, un tir bloqué en avant du filet de Lotte. Going back the other way with zone 2 in the middle of the ice to Galandi. Galandi, she's looking at all her options. Tip pass here. Back to Monroe. He's back to Coaster. Coaster waiting for the other players to change. Coaster with the ring, 7 seconds on the shot clock. We got the reset here. Bouncing ring, got it back by Coaster. Coaster's looking to do that pass here. Not a lot of options. Triangle from the Cyclones is very, very airtight. Back to Rice. Rice with a beautiful pass a bit earlier on. Rice with the ring. Hard shot, nice save from Lamotte. Lamotte qui laisse derrière. À Morin, Morin en territoire central. On va avoir un autre échappé ici, partiel. Petit tir, arrêt de routine pour Lotte. On aurait aimé ça en avoir un petit peu plus sur ce tir du côté des Cyclones. Tir bloqué. Repris encore devant le filet. Ça fait bien ici, la belle pression de Morin. Morin de loin, un tir. On rate le filet de la gauche de Lotte. 10 secondes au shot clock. On doit absolument tirer ici pour ne pas perdre l'anneau du côté de Québec. Oh! Oh my God. You see, Emily?
Incredible.
We're going for a reset shot. We're just shooting the ring to the net, and it was a reset shot, but it was an awesome goal, Emily. It was top net, and I don't think that Lotte was expecting this kind of shot.
That was a gorgeous shot. Even I think it was very well placed, regardless of it being a reset shot, as you were saying. Just really tight on the side there. And I would really like to point out that one of the things that is so great about that shot is that Cyclones didn't just give up with 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. They said, we're going to make a quality opportunity here. We still have a third of the shot clock remaining, and that's so key, is to use all the time that you have. And so that'll be scored by Victoria Bulldog. to tie things up here.
I think the way we saw it on the replay, Emily, was maybe deviated a bit there, but we'll get back to you from this there. Donc, Québec qui ferme l'écart ici. We're having defensive breakdowns, Emily, on zone 2 side. It's nearly been 3 direct breakaways on Team Quebec. Not Team Quebec, but Cyclone, sorry. We're going to have to be careful on zone 2's defense. Zone 2 ici, que la défense commence à baisser les bras tranquillement, pas vite. On a eu 3 chances d'échapper. Du côté des Cyclones ici, là, joue de chance. Le numéro 16, des Cyclones. Belle bataille ici dans le coin. On a réussi à sortir des Cyclones. On passe l'anneau aussi. Il va pour un autre tir. Facile sur Lot. C'est repris par la joueuse de l'Alberta. Beau piquage ici en Goalie. Goalie à Rice. Rice with the ring. Hard shot blocked by the defense of Quebec. Rice always with the ring. Oh, hard shot here.
Almost looked like the
shot.
same thing that happened on the other end.
They're taking notes. Zone 2 for the moment is trying to shoot from maybe a little bit too far. But shots on goal are 14-9 for Zone 2. Back with Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick with the ring. New players on the ice for Zone 2. Fitzpatrick leaves behind the Coaster. Coaster, 18 seconds on the shot clock. Coaster going around the net. Back to Fitzpatrick. Hard shot. Gardienne ici des Cyclones là, qui n'a pas mordu pour un instant. Un autre tir. La Motte qui fait un très bon travail dans ses déplacements jusqu'à maintenant. C'est repris par Zone 2. On est installé bien profond dans le territoire du Québec ici. Là. On joue à du 5 contre 5. Il reste 2 minutes 5 à cette deuxième période. Beau pivot ici. On cherchait la fille de coin. Tir de reset. Arrêté par Lamotte. Qui remet aussitôt à Bolduc. Bolduc. Laisse au centre de la glace. C'est repris par le numéro 83. On pique devant le filet. La gardienne. Oh, nice save here by the goalie. These shots are the hardest shots when the player comes from out of the corner, full speed in front of the net. And I mean, the goalie never knows. Am I going on a T-push? Am I going on a shuffle or just a butterfly slide here? But a great decision by Lott. Great save.
Well, I can tell you many a goal I have scored from doing that exact thing. We're cutting around the low defense and really cutting it across the full length of the crease and taking the space away from the goaltender that has to basically push herself back into the net.
Exactly. Continue de mettre de la pression ici du côté avec Gagnon. Gagnon. Un match chaudement disputé ici jusqu'à maintenant. Là. Une belle bataille entre ces deux équipes pour la médaille d'or. Gagnon qui redonne. On vient au milieu de la glace. À Simard. Simard. On attend que d'autres joueuses se joignent à elle. On prend notre temps. 16 secondes au shot clock. Ici, on laisse derrière. Ça recule bien. Oh! La fille avait été complètement oubliée dans le slot. Ici, on était chanceux. Là. Boucher qui aurait pu augmenter l'avance. À Sanson. Sanson lance l'anneau creux dans le territoire. Personne pour la prendre. Perte de possession ici, interceptée par Schwarzenberger. Au numéro 68. Cafouillage ici, un peu dans la zone. Là. Zone 2, attacking the net. Hard shot. Misses the net by a few inches. Zone 2 with the ring. We're going on our last 15 seconds of play in this second period. In front of the net here. Nice shot. Oh! Great shot.
Absolutely beautiful.
By number 17, Riley Schwarzenberger, defense.
Number 7.
Number 7, oh sorry, Tessa Galandi. So we can see the fans of Zone 2 in orange jumping And really a great individual work here by the player of Zone 2.
Well, Galani had basically taken on the center as her own one-on-one battle, beats her up top, and then all she has to do is walk into the space that she's created within the triangle right in front of the net. And of course, it was just an absolutely beautiful shot, barred down, but she basically had created that opportunity by taking on the center and flipping her so that she's able to get that time and space.
So it's 2-1 after 2 periods, Emily.
It is. It's been a close match so far. Both of these teams having a lot of energy despite the fact that this week is honestly one of the most grueling weeks athletically. Both goaltenders showing real talent.
The 2025 Canadian Ringette Championships are proudly supported by Penalties Performance.
So it's really fun to see all the colors up in the stands here. Orange for Zone 2, and this we can see this shot. It was deviated, but you know, just the intent of a great shot.
What you mean deviated? You mean deflected a bit?
Deflected,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
In French we say dévié, that's why.
There you go.
Sorry.
No, I just wondered if it was the same thing.
No, it's deflected. You're right, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
But no, that was a hard shot, and great play on both sides up until now. So Zone 2, all their fans in orange, and Quebec here a little bit lower under us, all in blue.
Well, I'm from Alberta, and I played in the Calgary AA program, so I'm old, and we didn't have Zone 2 as what Zone 2 is now, but they've really made something out of this program, introducing the U19 team later than the U14 and the U16 team after seeing a lot of the success. And so this team's been around for a few years now, but again, very strong, and showing the breadth and depth of the program in the outside of the city core.
You guys have a lot of construction in Alberta.
Like the construction industry?
I mean, just road work and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Because back in Quebec, I mean, when I look at orange, we think of our orange cones on all the work that's always being done. If you come in the Montreal region or Quebec, past 1 year, come 3 years later, same cones are going to be there still. The construction is unbelievable.
I can confirm that it's the same, at least in Toronto where I currently live. But yeah, we definitely have construction. I think the orange.
Hard hit here in the middle of the ice there. Player from Cyclones is down here.
There's been a lot of speed in the neutral zone in this game so far, and oftentimes if you're running set plays, like a high-low system where your low forward is supposed to get out as fast as they can in the zone and your high is supposed to come in, and then the defense pair it up with you, there can be quite a lot of chaos, and that just looked like a play where you're running your plays and boom, somebody's in your space.
So we got a 4-minute penalty here at number 6, Coaster. So Team Quebec, that's going to start off this third period on the power play.
And like we said with the major penalty earlier in this game, the 4 minutes is completely served. So regardless of any goals scored, that's a full 4 minutes for Coaster in the box.
On est parti ici aussitôt là, avec Rice. On tourne le net. On a toujours une mission majeure. Ici, 4 minutes à purger au complet. Rice, un tir. Rice's shot, Emily, is one of the hardest I've seen in a long while.
Well, she pairs it with speed, and that's what makes it so deadly, is not only is it accurate, is that she's able to use her speed to cut through all of the traffic and keep her feet moving to ensure that she gets the accuracy that she needs, because it's all fun until your feet stop moving and you're an easy check or an easy deflection.
So we're back at the face-off circle with the Goalie. Goalie, long pass to Rice. Rice with the ring, looking to who to pass. Wrong pass here to the other side of the ice. Back to Cowley. Cowley coming back at the corner of the net. 10 seconds on the shot clock. We're going to have to do something soon. Rice with the ring. Nice shot, but the goalie, Lamotte, followed the play perfect. We're back on the boards. Looking to who to pass here. Fresh legs are on the ice for Zone 2 that are leading 2-1 after 2 periods here. Back pass from Piggin. Piggin. Leave to Galandi. Galandi, great pass here. Point blank shot. Got the ring back on Zone 2. Always on the power play. Nice back pass here. All alone left on Lamotte's right side. Really passing well the ring here. Back at Schwarzenberger. Trying to break something down here on the Quebec side. We're falling. We reset, so we hit the goalie back in neutral territory. Québec. La Rochelle, longue passe ici, coupée. Réussit à garder dans le territoire. L'arbitre en a assez vu. Et ça ira à la gardienne Lotte. Lotte avec l'anneau. Oh.
She'll have held that one. Looks like they wanted to get a change on that shift. They probably have their lines mixed up a little bit. They want to make sure that they have the right people on the ice, especially since they've only got 4 players out for the 4-minute major. You want to make sure that you have the best people out there as part of the penalty kill.
On part aussi les Cyclones qui vont essayer de fermer leur retard ici. La Rochelle avec des belles fins de tir. Arrête la gardienne Lotte. Côté bouclier de Lotte, là, très efficace en ce match jusqu'à maintenant. Rice revient sur ses pas. Rice. Très agile, de petite stature, mais on pense avec un tir foudroyant et l'agilité de cette joueuse incroyable. En plein milieu de la glace ici à Mullen. On retourne à Rice. Rice revient sur ses pas. Rice regarde ses options ici. Là. On attend que ses allières embarquent. Circule derrière le filet. Au numéro 21, Cowley avec un tir du revers, arrêt facile de Lamotte. Ici, on a réussi le reset. C'est repris aussitôt. Toujours 2-1 la marque. Il reste 46 secondes à l'avantage numérique. Circule très rapide ici. Le Cowley qui laisse derrière. Là, un laser. Quel arrêt de Lamotte. Both goalies on both sides are doing awesome saves here. The athletism.
Athleticism. Yep.
It's
okay.
I'm sorry.
That's all good.
There's
I
a lot
can't
of
do
T's
French.
and H's.
Yeah.
And,
too many consonants in that one.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So back to Zone 2 here. We're waiting for new players on the ice. Oh, easy shot here. Just trickled in between Lamotte's legs, and Lamotte would like to see this. Would have to like to have this shot back because it trickled in.
Well, Piggin just came flying out into that zone, and good for her for realizing that she did have the time and space to take that shot. Don't wait. You have, if you see it, take it.
Yep.
Don't feel like you need to pass it every time. And she came in off of the bench.
It was a shot from far away. Lamotte, that's been excellent the goals up till now for Quebec. So that's one squeak in. So c'est reparti ici là, pour les Cyclones. Les Cyclones ont beaucoup de temps encore pour remonter. On le sait à la maison comment est-ce que le sport de ringuette peut changer rapidement. Donc à Galanti, le long de la rampe ici, intercepté par Petit Vierge. Au milieu de la glace, ici, on a une bataille ici, la course, ouf. Il y a des petits coups d'épaule qui se donnent. Bataille à l'anneau. C'est repris par Zone 2. Piggin fonce. On se fait pousser ici. L'arbitre, le gros, signale rien. Piggin. Longue passe ici à Rice. Rice, toujours 3-1 pour zone 2. Belle passe ici, on a de la misère à piquer du côté de zone 2. Back to Rice. Rice with a shot. Nice save. By Lamotte.
And we're going to get another look at that goal from Piggin. Again, using the advantage of being on the side of the boards where the forwards being on that side of the bench where they're closest to the net. She comes flying in. That goal coming to you from our friends at Hertz. Hertz, hit the road to victory with reliable car rentals for all your travel needs. Thank you, Hertz, for sponsoring that beautiful goal that gave Zone 2 the 2-goal lead.
Next goal can be really important here, Emily. One
Absolutely.
can give you wings and the other one can cut your wings off.
Absolutely.
Makes just to see Rice on the pivot, intercepted by number 63, Lambert. Lambert avec l'anneau, revient sur ses pas. Regarde ses options, là. On garde numéro 56, Carrier. Carrier revient sur ses pas. Belle pression ici de l'équipe de zone 2. Profond en territoire, Bolduc. Bolduc passe transverse. Au travail ici sur le forecheck de zone 2. Là. On fonce vers les filets, un tir bloqué par la défense. Et ça déraille la gardienne. Lotte avec l'anneau. Remet derrière. On a feinté ici. C'est repris par zone 2. Passe en milieu de la glace. On a raté le piquage intercepté par Québec. Québec revient sur ses pas. Le Bolduc en territoire central. À Gagnon. Gagnon. Une petite passe ici à Simard. Simard rate. C'est intercepté par Québec. On fonce devant le filet. Le tir du revers. Arrêt. La gobe de la gardienne ici. Lotte. Lotte qui n'a pas mordu d'1 pouce. Et Lotte's going to keep the ring with no options.
I think she held it because they wanted to get a switch on the defense.
Yeah.
And it was a smart play there because the defense had been out there for a while, and there's a lot of intensity from the Cyclones in those last couple of sequences, and they want to make sure that they have some fresh legs to be able to take that on. So oftentimes when you need a quick full shift change, you'll say to the goalie, hold it, or the bench will tell the goalie to hold it for the 5 seconds so that the whistle gets blown. But when you want to just swap out your centers, usually you just have somebody on the line as a replacement and you'll sneak them in. But when everybody's tired, it's hard to do that.
That's it, exactly. So a great shot here by Sanson. La gardienne, on repart. Tanguay au socle de mise en jeu. À l'aile, on y va avec Boucher. Tanguay à Boucher. Boucher. Essaie de prendre la vitesse ici, là, au beau bac, là, réussi par Boucher à Tanguay. Bel arrêt du bout de la jambière. La gardienne Lotte. Remise à Rice. Rice. Suivi d'après, on va avec 4 dans la zone. Ça sera possession les Cyclones.
And that got whistled down for 4 in the zone. We talked in a separate game that sometimes it's very rare to see a penalty called from 4 in the zone, but what happens is that somebody goes in and actually makes a play. And there's the difference between, oops, I accidentally walked into the zone, which will change possession, which we just saw, and being an active player as that 4th member in the zone, which can get you a delayed game call.
On va essayer de répliquer rapidement ici avant la fin de la 3e période. Là, ici, des Cyclones qui semblent avoir le vent d'un voile, malgré leur déficit de 3-1. Oh, devant, that was a beautiful one-timer shot, Emily, right in the front. I'm loving how many one-timer shots we see. We always see this in hockey, right? But when a ringette player can stab the ring so quickly and shoot, it's awesome to see the timing that the players have there. It's really, really
We
great.
will often dedicate 15-20 minutes in a practice to just standing on the post as forwards and firing those one-timers to get that down.
It's great to see Bolduc with a laser beam here dans le coin de la bande. C'est repris par Québec. On laisse derrière. Dans le coin. Un tir qui rate. Oh! Ça revient directement à sa palette de La Rochelle avec un tir à bout portant. Et la gardienne Lotte, là, ici, qui cherchait l'anneau, là. So tonight is always a nice moment for all the players with the closing ceremonies where they're going to have the All-Star lines. And the trophies and nice moments tonight. I know a lot of girls are all getting fixed up now for a nice night. And
yep, the athletes all attend a ceremony to close things off. And usually the people that won the medals get to walk around wearing their medals, and everyone else gets to look at them and go, sad.
next year, maybe.
Next year, maybe.
Donc, belle passe ici en territoire central. Le numéro 10 de zone 2, intercepté par Québec. On pivote ici. Intercepté. Du jeu en va-et-vient, là, tranquillement, pas vite. Gagnon avec l'anneau. Gagnon regarde ses options. Belle pression ici des joueuses de zone 2. On écoule déjà 15 secondes qu'on est écoulé dans notre propre territoire du côté de Québec. C'est repris ici un revirement. Peut coûter cher. Ouf, ça passe de trop peut-être. La joueuse de Québec s'est pas fait confiance ici. À Gagnon. Gagnon visante les jambières de la joueuse. Ça sera possession.
I just want to point out with the play that we just saw in the Cyclone zone where Isley was basically on her own, taking on and pressuring the ring carrier. She basically caused them to panic and flip the ring over 2 lines, and that was a brilliant play.
Absolutely.
That's what you want to be doing as a forward, is putting on enough pressure that the defense can't get out of their own zone or make something panicked like that.
Donc, Boucher avec l'anneau, là. On va essayer de répliquer rapidement. Là. Oh, quel beau piquage derrière le filet. On laisse à Boucher. Boucher du revers, un tir foudroyant. We're starting to see some players more often than others on the ice now, Emily. We're starting to play with the bench. I'm anxious to see, like we were talking a little bit earlier on, teams like in other provinces like to play with their goalies early in games, pulling them out on power plays and stuff like that. And on Quebec side, it's not something that we do often. And I'm anxious to see what's going to happen here on Quebec side.
Well, that's the fun in going and seeing nationals. Nationals is really representing all of the different styles of ringette across the country. And I've played ringette in 2 provinces now, Alberta growing up, and now in Ontario. And I can tell you the Ontario style is quite different. Like, you definitely do need to adjust the way you do things. And sometimes we call things different terms, but we mean the same thing. So it is an adjustment, and each of these teams brings their own unique flair to the game. And so you don't usually get to see who you play in nationals prior to meeting them, unless you know you're within the same province or in the same area. But these 2 teams, they haven't faced each other at all this year, so they just have to play their games.
Usually we wait a period and we feel each other out, do adjustments, and second and third periods are always very interesting. But 3-1, we still got a lot of ringette to play here, and the Cyclones are still very much in this game, even if they're losing 3-1.
And I have highlighted that our on-ice officials and thanked them for their work, but also like to thank our shot clock operators as well. They also are very dedicated to what they do. They're hand-selected for these games as well, and they come from across the province. So we have Mario
Perriard from Quebec, and all of these people are all volunteers.
So thank you for supporting ringette with your time and energy, to all of our officials, both minor and major.
So we're going back in the corner here. Nice pass. Goalie here was not too sure if the ring went in, but it's back to zone 2. Back to Rice. Rice looking with option. Nice pass here, backhand. Really a devastating shot here by Goalie. Tourne ici avec l'équipe Québec. We're going with a breakaway with Rice, one-on-one. Oh, what a save. Did you see that, Emily? She saved it with her glove, and
it's
it bounced
almost
back.
like she didn't even let it fly off of Rice's stick. That was quite impressive.
That was nice. Back in the middle of the ice. On travaille fort ici du côté des Cyclones. On a beaucoup de ringuettes encore à jouer. Il reste 9 minutes 8.
There's a bit of chaos there, but it was really just battling over who could touch the ring. A couple of players kind of got mixed up over the line, and so they wanted to make sure that they were able to take the ring. But That's
That
called
was
for both
awesome.
sides.
You see the replay on that back. Wow, what a glove save.
And look at that
Oh, yeah, even
sportsmanship there.
She gave her a je sais pas si vous avez vu le monde à la maison, là. La joueuse qui était complètement éblouie de l'arrêt de la motte, là, elle a fait un petit fist punch. Oh! Ça aurait pu être dangereux ici. Là. On joue du coude un peu. Là. Donc, on va avoir une mise en échec. Mais c'était vraiment beau à voir là, la joueuse impressionnée.
With the race opportunity on Lamotte, there was the fist bump, and in English we call that game recognizing game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a French version of that, but game recognizing game. Rice seeing Lamotte for that amazing save and great sportsmanship there.
Yeah, that was really awesome. So, on revient ici à un back au numéro 99, Bolduc. Bolduc, un tir de loin, bloqué par la défense. On va avoir une autre punition ici contre Québec. Là. Donc, on va jouer à du 4 contre 4. Donc, les tirs au but, 33-29 pour zone 2. We've got kids down here with signs encouraging everybody.
We love the national championships. This has been great. This is the last gold medal of the day. The U19's capping it off, and we'll be able to meet up with the bronze team as well when we present the medals at the end of this.
Yes.
We'll get all the 3 teams together.
So, on se prépare ici avec l'anneau profond dans le territoire de zone 2. Un tir de loin ici, raté par Gagnon. On vient ici, beau travail derrière le filet. On met beaucoup de pression ici sur la joueuse. Dick avec l'anneau en plein milieu de la glace. Nice work here by Goalie. Nice soft pass. So we're in the middle of the ice here. We're trying to feel each other. Goalie with their ring. 8 seconds at a shot clock. We're going to have to go for a shot. Nice blocker save by Lamotte. Back with the ring. We're playing on 4 against 4 for another minute. Nice play here. We're leaving back to Piggin. Piggin around the net. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Piggin is looking at her options. Piggin, nice shot. Oh, the goalie went down quickly, Emily, on this one. And tout un tir ici. La marque 4-1. C'est un but qui fait mal à Québec. Le Bolduc qui débarque du banc. Et just a great shot.
Yeah, and I think part of what threw off Lamotte on that one is that Piggin had basically faked her with a little bit of a shoulder move. I know a lot of goalies use the shoulders as an indication of where things are going to be, if they're going to be shot, and if they're going to be passed and where they're going to go. And just that small little movement of the shoulders, I think, threw Lamotte off enough that Piggin, I mean, it was a beautiful shot as well, obviously, but just the ability to move your body in that time and space so quickly. It comes to very intuitively at this point, but to recognize that that is part of what you need to do to throw off the goaltender is a big part of that goal as well.
A water bottle shot. The water bottle flew right off, and
where Mama keeps the cookies.
I was waiting for that one.
Ah.
I said it once, and people say, I can't believe you said that, where Mama puts the cookies. And so that's... Où ce que maman met les biscuits, on a fait les biscuits. Cookies, biscuits.
I love it.
That's it. So...
We'll get another look here again. Piggin, she's got 2 now on this game. Comes in, breaks through the space again,
awesome.
Cutting through the center and the defense. It keeps her feet moving, and that's another important component of that goal, is that she has eyes locked on the net, but her feet don't stop. And oftentimes when you're thinking about shooting, your feet just stop working. And you do actually have to tell yourself, hey, keep your feet moving. It's not as easy as you would think it would be. And so she crashes through that center and the D, taking away any blockage from that triangle and giving herself that tight angle again, throwing the shoulder just a bit and putting it past Lamotte to widen the lead here.
Donc, le temps commence à filer ici pour Québec. 4-1 la marque. Donc, une longue passe ici le long de la rampe. On a hâte de voir comment est-ce que Québec va commencer à gérer sa gardienne de but. Là. Donc, zone 2, en territoire central. On a un sifflement ici. Là. So the goalie's going to the bench here, Lamotte. We're starting to already play with the goalie, Emily, with 7 minutes and 23 seconds. This is stuff that we don't see often on our Quebec side, but we've been maybe taking notes during this whole tournament and starting to play with the goalie.
Well, when you're in these do or die situations as well, you start understanding that, 3 goals in ringette is not impossible, but to give yourself a little bit more of an advantage than, pulling your goalie is not, it can be a high risk play, but it's a lot less high risk because the ring has to move over 2 blue lines.
Exactly.
And it's hard to take on ice that's completely covered in snow. It's hard to shoot all the way down with accuracy.
Yeah. So we're going on the backhand here. Tanguy avec un tir, ça revient à Lotte qui remet aussitôt à la joueuse de zone 2 à milieu de territoire. Est-ce qu'on va commencer à jouer avec le temps ici du côté de zone 2? On a un arrêt de jeu, là, ça sera possession.
And the strategy usually with pulling the goalie is that we don't add the 6th player to the ice because that just adds unnecessarily complications to having to switch that player onto the bench while bringing the goalie out, where the goalie just needs to focus on skating back to the net. Because the ring does move. Once it gets moving, you can make a sequence happen in 4 seconds flat. So we usually just keep the 5 on the ice, but you're allowed that 4th player in the zone.
Oh. So we're back in the action. Oh, that's a hard goal. Right in front of the net here. Cowley gets the ring, comes back, pivots and shoots, and just like that, Emily, it's now 5-1. Un but qui fait mal ici à Québec, là, une joueuse laissée partiellement seule. Et on ne peut pas laisser une joueuse comme Cowley tout seul devant le filet. On commence à avoir des visages longs un petit peu ici là, du côté de Québec.
Well, that's Cowley's 2nd of the game, but where that actually starts is right into the neutral zone, where there was a quick pass along the boards to a safe situation, and the ring then finds its way very quickly to Cowley, who was able to take over the space and make the shot. But credit where credit is due, there was a hard fight in the center, in the neutral ice, to be able to make sure that that sequence could happen. And the players got themselves into open ice to receive those passes. Definitely something they've worked on together at practice.
Donc, on part ici profond dans le territoire. So, contrary, we'll wait until the end of the game, but contrary to the NRL game a little bit earlier on, Calgary that finished with the bronze medal a little bit earlier on, and here we're going maybe for zone 2. So, Quebec and Alberta well represented in this whole tournament.
We'd love to see it.
On part ici derrière le filet, là, Galandi avec l'anneau. Oh, un coup de bâton ici. Plein milieu de la glace. On lance profond. C'est repris par Bolduc. 5-1 la marque. Bolduc qui remet à Carrier. Carrier regarde ses options ici. Il faut bouger les patins du côté de Québec. Là. Mauvaise passe, interceptant en plein milieu de la glace. C'est repris par Québec. 3 contre 1. Un tir de loin. Arrêt. Il va falloir faire travailler plus l'autre parce que c'est pas avec des tirs comme ça qu'on va réussir à la battre du côté de Québec. Québec continue à mettre de la pression ici, profond dans le territoire. 26 secondes au shot clock, 5 minutes 16 à ce match de la médaille d'or. On pique devant le filet. Belle passe ici transverse. On a manqué de piquage du côté de Québec. Là. Grosse pression de la défense de zone 2. Donc l'arbitre en a assez vu, ça ira à la gardienne Lotte. Les tirs au but 33-29 jusqu'à maintenant pour Calgary. Ce suicide ici, mauvaise remise de la gardienne Lotte, une des rares. Tanguy remet derrière. Oh, what a shot! And it's like if Zone 2's defense fell asleep here for a few seconds and Quebec capitalized on that play.
Well, and that was a really good example of, again, walking and taking that space between the triangle. Realistically, the shot was a little bit from far out, like Morin had some time, but we've seen her just hunting in those opportunities earlier. We haven't seen her quite get them, but that was a really great example of her being able to take that space, take ownership of that space, and have basically a clear shot on Lot.
So just like that, it's 5-2. Un but important ici pour Québec, là, la joueuse, oh, un arrêt très important ici de la motte, là, du bouclier, là, la motte qui lâche pas d'un grain. On se passe bien là, nous, ici, on est rendu dans le coin de la bande, là. Mon size, Fitzpatrick, laisse derrière, à Piggin. Piggin with the ring, leaves it back. Nice pressure here from the defense of Quebec. Back to number 16, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bad shot here, we got it back to Piggin. Piggin, long pass. We're going, miss the net, and the 30 seconds passed. Gonna go back to the goalie.
The Cyclone's gonna make a bit of a change here.
Great save here. We came out from the corner and Piggin with an awesome shot, blocker save from Lamotte to keep the game a 3-goal game. C'est parti ici le long de la rampe, en plein milieu de la glace. Bataille avec Tanguy. Goalie qui gagne à Rice. Rice. Miller qui va se placer dans le coin ici, là. Rice, 20 secondes au shot clock. On est rendu à 3 minutes 20 ici qui reste à ce match. La médaille d'or. C'est remis dans le coin. Belle passe ici, intercepté par le numéro 88, Bolduc. Le beau travail. Il est coincé dans la zone des Cyclones pour l'instant. C'est remis.
Well, I didn't love that play there because we talked earlier about possession, and that was just a panic and shoot the ring wherever you could find space, and that allowed Zone 2 to pick things back up. And as much as the whistle was then blown down, that kept the ring in the zone. And realistically, what the Cyclones need to be doing right now is focusing on getting things out with control and with possession, not panicking. You still got 6 shot clocks left of time, which is a lot.
Oh, we're going to have a breakaway here. Number 83. Oh, she's hooked. Is there going to be a penalty shot here? Tu y aller avec un tir de
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
On va y aller, mais la joueuse a l'air blessée ici un petit peu, là.
Now, the reason we say, oh my God, is that Ringette, it's a treat to get a shot, a penalty shot. We don't see them very often. I think I've had maybe 2 in my entire over 20-year career.
We see shootouts, but ici, là, vraiment accroché, là, Simard, là. Donc, Simard a une occasion en or.
Now, how this works is that because the penalty was called on Simard, she does have to take it. She has to keep the ring in front of her at all times and can't pull the ring back behind her feet as she winds up. So she basically has to keep the ring in front of her at all times and then in parallel with her skates at most. So a lot of the times these shooters have to pull the ring all the way back to get the power they want. So they really have to think about the mechanics of their shot before they do this.
Donc, Simard contre Lotte qui va avoir le dessus. Simard. Belle feinte du revers ici. Oh! L'anneau qui arrête sur la ligne. Et l'arbitre qui était bien placé ici. Là. Oh mon Dieu, Lotte avait été partiellement battu.
Now that ring has to cross the line entirely, and I think that's Zone 2 is loving the fact that there's some snow in that crease. I think that's what kept that out of the net. The ring has to cross fully.
But it was a great save. I mean, Lotte followed Bolduc perfectly here on the backhand. And you can see here, it went, well, I would say maybe the third one went in, but...
you need 100%.
Yeah, exactly. Simard that maybe would have liked to move the goalie a little bit more, but sur le côté de Québec, si on continue à jouer avec la gardienne Lamotte, là, elle rentre et sort pour évidemment avoir 4 joueuses dans le territoire. Lamotte est revenu dans le filet, 2 minutes 24. C'est récupéré ici by Zone 2. Back to Galandi. Galandi, 4 seconds on the shot clock. We're going to have to go for a shot. Easy save here from Lamotte. Galandi's passing back. Nice backhanded pass. Coaster, 2 players on her. Throws the ring back in the corner. Galandi.
Zone 2 is playing the control game.
Oh, yeah, that's it. They're just going for possessions, and we're going to go back with an easy reset to grab back the ring. Exactly this. They were going for a reset shot. You never know, Emily, what can happen, but
Absolutely.
Nice easy shot on the pads and left all alone. Forgotten in the back and c'est le clou dans le cercueil, je crois, pour les gens à la maison ici. She was left all alone. We had missing. I don't know. It wasn't well organized on the defense side from Quebec. And
well, when your nerves start kicking in, when you're looking at a 3-goal, now 4-goal deficit in the gold medal final of nationals, things can get pretty disorganized pretty quickly. And what we were talking about before is that really Zone 2 is just trying to play a control game. Now they got a really awesome opportunity in front, and Rice capitalized, but their whole goal with that sequence was to keep control of the ring.
Yeah. Beau tir ici, là, on y va pour le retour. C'est un travail, là, on n'a pas baissé les bras encore du côté de Québec. Là, on joue pour l'honneur ici, là. Toute une équipe zone 2, on le sait. Le U19. Chapeau à l'équipe d'entraîneurs aussi des Cyclones, avec de jeunes joueurs, beaucoup de première année du côté des Cyclones. Tout un travail. Une équipe qui va avoir un bel avenir dans les prochaines années, là, même s'ils se sont rendus extrêmement loin à ce CRC. Donc, profond dans le territoire. On approche la dernière minute de jeu ici. Pivote de zone 2 qui va contrôler le temps jusqu'à maintenant. Zone 2 with the ring. We're controlling the last seconds of play here. We're approaching 35 seconds in the game. And we're exactly where we wanted to be in zone 2. 4-goal advantage. Drolet. Belle passe ici, on laisse derrière, on retourne à Drolet, un tir. Oh, that goal was wide open, but we missed the net. So we're approaching the last seconds of play here. It'll be to the goalie.
It was whistled down for bottom third.
Lot avec l'anneau. Deux joueuses du Québec qui la surveillent. On écoule du temps. 16,4 secondes. Lot remet l'anneau.
Now, Lot definitely held on to that with purpose. Now, there's obviously more than just 5 seconds remaining in the game, but it was definitely intentional. However, it does mean that Cyclones get it, so I don't necessarily understand the reasoning, but keeps play settled, basically.
Québec. Belle passe ici derrière. Un tir dévié, arrêt de Lot. Québec avec l'anneau. Un dernier push ici, 6,7 secondes au match. C'est repris par zone 2. Et on y va avec la victoire ici de zone 2 Blaze, catégorie U19 2A. Great game here. The first half was so tight, and we had maybe a little bit of a breakdown on Quebec's side. Often the players were forgotten in front of the net, but Lamotte here with a lot of big saves and great game.
When Zone 2 scored in every single one of those periods as well, they kept their consistency on the offensive side and really dug in to get those goals when they needed it. Obviously, a little bit more to seal the deal in the fourth period, but shutting down Quebec Cyclones throughout the first and the third really added to that momentum. It's really hard, especially if you don't score in that first period, to come back from that mentally. If you're really expecting to start strong, even though you're playing well, you really want those early goals to be able to contribute. And I think that kind of detracted from their ability to get just fully into the game where they're just playing against Zone 2 and playing their game.
Yeah. So great game here. Taking out the trophies and the carpets.
Zone 2, fantastic result for the program. Last year they came away with bronze at the U19 level. This year it's gold. And they've got a fantastic support staff behind them. Chris Kelly is a head coach, Angie Piggin, Morgan Rice, Kennedy Rice, Kim Mullen, Megan Kelly, and Karen Galandi. And then for the Cyclones as well, obviously supported by a strong bench with Patrick Bolduc, Megan Caron, who we know, Melanie Roy, Melanie Lambert, Marie Chantal Plante, and Francois Masserano.
And like I was saying a little bit earlier on, Emily, this Quebec team, which is a very young team, mainly first years in the U19 program, so they're going to have a great adventure in front of them for the next years. I mean, to compete and to get to the gold medal game. And for such a young team with, they got experience, but not in the U19 category. So hats off to this young team and to the coach staff.
And now we see the Calgary AA team filing in the bronze medal winners that'll get their hardware here as we pull out all of the awards for all three teams.
The two Alberta teams with medals here.
Indeed. Louis, you and I were talking about how programs develop, and it's been great to be able to see that over the years, these things, they ebb and flow. You know, you'll have some strong years, you'll have some less strong years, but I think across the country, we're seeing ringette pick up a lot more, and there's a lot of really great skill, obviously, across the country, but we're seeing strong programs and not just strong individual players, and I think it's really a testament to those that have been dedicating themselves to developing the sport and developing these teams and these associations, and all the volunteers that are putting their time and effort behind this to really grow the game nationally. And we're in a moment of women's sports right now, ringette being, you know, female focused. It's a great time to be part of this sport, and we hope that we've been able to convert some new fans today and across the week.
Yeah, and I want to thank a lot Ringette Canada to give us the opportunity to comment all these games, and it was really a blast for the whole week. I'm tired a bit.
Premièrement, la joueur du match. First, the players of the game. For Alberta Blaze, number 5, Dylan Higgin. Et pour le Cyclone, le numéro 48, number 48, Alexia Morin. On behalf of Ringette Canada and the host committee, we are now proud to present the awards for the Under-19 division of the 2025 Canadian Ringette Championships. We would like to draw your attention to the 2 pins that are attached to each medal. This has been a Ringette Canada tradition since 2018. This is so that each athlete can then share the pins with someone that helped them along their way to win this medal. Au nom de Ringette Canada et du comité hôte, nous sommes fiers de présenter les prix de la division moins de 19 ans des championnats canadiens de Ringette 2025. And now, the presentation of the bronze medals. Et maintenant, la présentation de la médaille de bronze. Présentant la médaille, presenting the medals, Christian Ewan, co-chair, CRC Host Committee. Phyllis Bergman, co-chair, CRC Host Committee. Jean-François Bordelot, President, City of Ottawa Ringette Association, and Carrie Stachin, Vice President, City of Ottawa Ringette Association. Congratulations to Team Calgary Bowl for the bronze medal. Julia Harvey, Alyssa Walter, Josie Lister, Maren McKnight, Kaylee Renuki, Leah Marlborough, Sophie Miller, Maya Offen, Haley Dunn, Danielle Falconer, Katie Chapman, Megan Sturkey, Charlotte Landers, Jocelyn Gilbreth, Riley Chapman, Ava Will, Sadie Blankhorn. presentation of the silver medals. Et maintenant, la présentation de la médaille d'argent. Félicitations des Cyclones de Québec. Cyclones de Québec. Anaïs Lamotte, Nora Maisonero, Olivia Gagnon, Marie-Christine Drolet, Noémie Larochelle, Kate Noonan, Joanie Dubois, Nora Lavoie-Messier, Alexia Morin, Anne-Zoé Campagna, Abigail Carrier, Juliane Lambert, Mia Tanguay, Kéliane Boucher, Annabelle Sanson, Charlotte Simard, Hilary Bolduc, Megan Tivierge, Alexandre Plourde, Victoria Bolduc. And now, for the gold medals and the golden sticks to the 2025 Under-19 Canadian Ringette Champions. Thank you to Dome Sport for providing the golden sticks to this year's champions. Et maintenant, la présentation de la médaille d'or et les bâtons d'or. Merci à Dome Sport d'avoir fourni les bâtons d'or aux champions de cette année. Félicitations, congratulations to Alberta Zone 2 Blaze. Addison Lukey, Madison Rice, Maria Moman, Bryce Mullen, Dylan Biggin, Kyla Koster, Tessa Galandi, Brooklyn Monroe, Emma Isley, Claire Taniguchi, Samantha Monroe, Emma Dick, Madison Fitzpatrick, Riley Schwarzenberger, Talisa Cowley, Ava Lott. We would ask the captains to come forward and accept the championship banner and trophy. Si les capitaines pourraient se présenter pour accepter la bannière et le trophée du championnat. Congratulations to our champions, félicitations à nos champions, and to all the athletes, coaches, and supporters for an unforgettable Canadian Ringette Championship 2025. Félicitations à tous et merci.
Well, congratulations to Zone 2 Blaze taking the gold here in Gatineau for the Ottawa 2025 Canadian Ringette Championships. Your gold medalists, your national champions, they just got their fancy gold sticks, courtesy of Dom, their banner, their trophy. And the special part about the medals is that they all come with 2 pins, as you heard. Those 2 pins are intended to have the athlete take and give to somebody that helped contribute to their journey to get here. And what a journey it was. We had a great game between these 2 teams. Some really early beginning energy from both sides, but realistically a little bit more of offensive power from Zone 2 lifted them up over top of the Cyclones here. That took away silver, but silver is still a great outcome. I know they don't feel it now. I've won silver and bronze at nationals, and I can tell you the bronze did feel a lot better than the silver in the moment because you've won that game. But when these players will look back, they'll see all of the hard effort, all the hard work. And Louis, you were saying before, this is a young team, so this is probably not the first that we'll see of them. We'll be watching them for next season for sure. And again, congratulations as well to our bronze medal winners with the Calgary AA program as well.
Yeah, when you finish top 3 on 16 teams in the whole country, you can't, at the moment, I mean, you feel like, you're sad and you're not happy, but in a few days, in a few weeks, these girls are going to realize what the accomplishment they did to get here. And
absolutely. They all played 8 games leading up to this as well. It's since Monday. It's an exhausting week. And to put all
exhausted.
of your effort. Yeah, exactly, right?
I'm exhausted.
Right?
Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun to comment all these games with my other partner and other partners, and especially you, Emily. It's always really nice to see you. So I hope that we'll see each other further on next seasons.
Absolutely. Thank you to all of our viewers across the week. Thank you to ISI Live for bringing this with you. We've had a package of highlights to show you here to give you a final send-off of all of the Zone 2 goals here today. Again, 6-2 was the result.
This is one of the quick goals in the beginning there. Excellent work from Rice. And you can see all type of goals here from Zone 2. They're attacking the net, shots from far away, shots from girls that are right on the side of the post. Beaucoup de variété ici, là, ces tirs au but qu'on a fait contre la joueuse de Québec. A lot of variety. How can I say? I'm always looking for my words in English sometimes. Variety, I mean...
variety.
Variety.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I got you. No, that's why we're both here.
That's it. So, it's not always shots from far away or You know, a lot of different kinds of shots here. This is the breakaway, the penalty shot that we missed here. That nearly squeaked in and could have maybe given a difference, but it would have been 6-3, 5-3, I think then. But anyway, the game's over. Great game on both sides, and this closes the CRC with the last game of the 24-25 season. So thank you, Emily, for everything. Thank you for all the people. Merci à tout le monde au Québec de nous avoir écoutés. Je te remercie, Émilie. Et on se revoit peut-être l'année prochaine.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend.